There is debate, maybe you could clear up for us, on whether or not the Harvey aid should be tied to the debt ceiling. Now, the President and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin believe that it should, while the chairman of the Republican Study Committee, Congressman Mark Walker, says that it could actually put the relief package in jeopardy. Which do you believe to be the case?
Well, both are probably true. I mean, I think it would be, if you want to aid the victims of Harvey and you want to raise the debt limit, then clearly the best way to do it would be two separate bills. Vote for aid for Harvey and vote to raise the debt limit. But historically, efforts to raise the debt ceiling have always been tied to something controversial or something that the proponents view as must pass, so that people, even if they didn't really want to raise the debt ceiling, couldn't vote against it. Are you going to vote against aid for the victims of Hurricane Harvey? So it's, look, the only thing we really know is that it will be deeply tied up in politics, and we probably won't see what's called a clean bill to simply raise the debt ceiling.
It's sad to see this being politicized after this kind of natural disaster. Congressman Walker said in a statement, I want you to react, you know, the alarming trajectory of our debt imperils all supplemental appropriations for dealing with disasters like Harvey in the future. In the immediate future, look at Florida. I mean, we've been reporting on how this hurricane has now been upgraded to a Category 5. The governor there, Scott, has already declared a state of emergency before the hurricane has even made landfall. So does Walker have a point there that marrying the two could actually affect future disaster relief, such as in the case of Florida?
Well, it's no more of a point than you can make about any other type of federal spending. That with a debt, and what is it now, $18 trillion, with a debt that high, that anything that adds to it makes it worse. But I mean, the fact is, given the nature of these natural disasters, given the extent of the suffering, given the extent of the news coverage of such things, remember after Superstorm Sandy, there was a $50 billion aid bill that was passed. This is in Houston is much worse in extent and damage. There's going to be a really big aid bill passed, not just this first one, this $8 billion you're talking about, but much more to come.